A little sick this week, but that's no reason to skip out of the best series on the internet. We have the ESPN Fantasy Team of the Week. This was the highest scoring team that you could have had in fantasy last week, week 6 of the NFL. Starting out with your quarterback, if you had Caleb Williams, you got 28.64 points. A little bit of a low scoring week for quarterbacks, but Caleb Williams got it done against yet another 1-5 team. He's now the rank 11 quarterback with his first appearance today. And when I say another 1-5 team, I'm not even exaggerating. Just look at the stat. It speaks for itself. This is absolutely insane. Then at your running back 1 spot, if you had Sean Tucker, you got 34.2 points. The third string out of Tampa had himself a day. He is now only the 47th ranked running back though, which is crazy for having a week on this board. We'll see if he can continue that in the coming weeks. And then at the running back 2 spot, Joe Mixon makes his second appearance with only 2 full games played, which is just insane. 27.2 points, a great week for the Texan. Then at the wide receiver 1 spot, if you had another Buccaneer in Chris Godwin, then you got yourself 35.5 points. He is now the ranked 1 wide receiver in fantasy, despite being the wide receiver 2 on his own team, and he has made his first appearance here today. What a week for the receiver. Then at the wide receiver 2 spot, we have Garrett Wilson with 24.7 points. I think this was Aaron Rodgers just giving him a farewell game before Devontae Adams comes in and steals all of his fantasy points. He's now the 7th ranked wide receiver in fantasy with his first appearance on this board. Then at the tight end spot, if you had another Bear in Cole Kmet, then you got 24 points, a great week for the tight end. He is now the ranked 3 tight end in all of fantasy. And at your flex spot, if you had Bijan Robinson, you got yourself 25.5 points. He's finally looking like what they projected him to be this year as he enters the top 10 for running backs in fantasy. Then for defense, if you had the Lions defense, they got you 19 points. As you can see, they held the Cowboys to 9 points, and that was just insane. However, they're only the 12th ranked defense, so they must not have done too good in their other games. And as for the kicker, if you had another Lion, then you got another 19 points with Jake Bates at the kicker spot. He's only the 20th ranked kicker in fantasy, but he did have himself a great week this week. In total, if you had this team, you scored 237.24 points, which would be the craziest week to have. For example, this team was projected 110 points, and the average team goes for about 130, and this team would have beat that by 100 points. But did you have any of these guys on your fantasy team? If you did, tell me down in the comments below, and be sure to check out some of these videos on your screen now.